Welcome, and thank you for joining us in celebrating 50 years of distinction in early childhood education. Woo. My name is Deb Vilmont. I'm the director of the education program here at GRCC. Longevity and legacy, two words that come to mind as I reflect on what today means. The early childhood program at GRCC has benefited from the dedication and commitment of educators who have strived for excellence, intentionally guided children, families, GRCC students, and their colleagues throughout the years. Please join me in welcoming the retirees who were able to join us today. Through their work as lab instructors, lab preschool directors, academic program directors, faculty, and even deans, they served our program for 20 to 40 plus years. Please hold your applause until all names have been read. So if you're a retiree, just give us a little wave, stand up. Phyllis Fratsky, Cheryl Botham, Patty Tripkowski, Becky Brinks, Kelly Gessler, Paula Kunst, Diane Sparks, Penny Folsom, Jane Ann Benson. Retirees, thank you. Your mission for our program and the intentional and purposeful practices that guided your work continue to be our guiding principles. In 1974, Phyllis Fratsky recognized how important it was for future teachers to have hands-on opportunities to take the theories they were learning in the college classroom and put that knowledge into practice with real-world experiences. The GRCC Laboratory Preschool provided a unique environment where young children's learning developed alongside with the growth and confidence of pre-service teachers. I'm sure Phyllis could not have imagined how many educators and families in our community would be influenced by their experience at the GRCC Laboratory Preschool, now the Phyllis Fratsky Early Childhood Learning Lab. Those of you who are with us today, please stand or wave if you are a graduate or a current student of the GRCC education program. We are bursting with GRCC alumni pride. In every ECLL classroom, college classroom, and Play and Learn community group, you will find at least one lab instructor, faculty member, and Play and Learn coach who is a GRCC Education Child Development alumni. We've had the pleasure of seeing former children of our program return as parents, enrolling their own children. We have celebrated graduation with former preschoolers earning their GRCC degrees, and even now, some former preschoolers are our GRCC colleagues. Let's take a moment to watch a short video highlighting the legacy of the GRCC Lab Preschool on the families and children it has served over the years.
At GRCC, it is very easy to measure our success by the adults we graduate each spring, but the truth is, our impact starts much earlier, here in the Early Childhood Lab and Preschool. Our impact since 1974 has started with toddlers who now contribute to our community.
I think GRCC just has like a special little place in like my heart and in the history of myself. Just having, gone to the preschool here to then becoming a student here and now working here.
From the back of a church, we have grown to the state-of-the-art program we have today, progress we owe to many visionaries.
In the late 60s and early 70s, there are a lot of students returning to JC, particularly women with young children. And Ann Mulder was the Dean of Women at that time, and she found in counseling these women that their biggest problem was to find care for their children while they attended classes. Well, I was teaching in the early childhood program, so I said, okay, I'll help you do this.
The purpose of the preschool lab is to help students learn how to best serve children and families. And this is accomplished really well because they learn things here in the classroom that they can then go and practice in a laboratory setting with real kids.
We want them to be able to do, as we've seen many students do, take that experience and put it to use in our community.
It does give us the opportunity to have a space that really is a hub where early childhood can live, and we know people can come to and be able to say, oh, that's where we go.
My mom is Rebecca Brinks, and she was the director of the Child Development Program for many years. I first went to the preschool because she had gotten a job as a teacher. I had 3 siblings that attended. My son is now attending, and I had a cousin that attended for a while. That tells you that it's a very special place.
When I was in preschool, I can remember doing the sit and spin, and there's something about it. Just getting, it's like, I don't know, it's like a kid's first venture into, you know, having fun, I guess.
Activities, painting, and there was a bunch of different classes. I think it's really important for just socialization, prepped and ready to go for learning.
It teaches you a lot about socialization, and especially in those early years, it's really important, like when you're away from your parents for the first time, to get that socialization around other kids. And I was able to go to school here as well, and it was awesome. I actually worked here while I went to school as a student worker, worked in the IT department.
It not only provided us, like my children, an education, it's provided so much more. They also got to meet people and see how big and how special people are here.
I think my passion and love of learning started at a very young age. My love of literature, my love of science, and just the confidence that I had to pursue a scientific career started from people never telling me I couldn't at a very early age. And I think the preschool set that all into motion.
And today, we're starting a new facility that will make the early childhood education program even more community-centered and a brighter future for the children in our community.
Thank you to the families who participated and to Class Quant and his team for creating that video. Your dedication to capturing the essence of our program is truly appreciated. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the director of the Fratsky Early Childhood Learning Lab, Melissa Bowman.
Thank you so much for coming today and celebrating 50 years with us. I cannot believe it. I have been here for 25 years, so almost 25. Has been an amazing journey, and what an awesome legacy that was started here so long ago. So thank you for starting that, believing in it, and as we were going through the photos that you had a chance to see and we're creating timelines, we found notes that were probably written. There was no date and no names of who was at the meeting, but they were planning the 20th anniversary party at that point, and that they were had the vision of the building already at that point, and they thought that it might cost $1 million at that point, and they had to find some money to build it. And but it's over there in the hallway, along with some pictures of the process of the building and how we have evolved and turned this dream into a reality. And thank you to Becky Brinks and Jane Ann Benson for their hard work and dedication and belief in the program to get out there and to promote the program so that we can turn this into a reality that it is today, that we have such an opportunity here. When I'm out at other centers, or I have a national coalition that I go to every year and get to talk with other program directors at other colleges, other child cares on college campuses, and they always are in wonder of how do we do it? How do we maintain that? And it is the strength in the partnership between the program, the director of the education, and that the college supports us and believes in us and believes in the power of early childhood education. And we've all known that, those of us that are professionals in early childhood, we've all known that for a very long time, that there is power in those first 5 years, and that we get to have the opportunity to share that with others, with our students, with our student population. And just thank you so much for the help from the leadership as well, from our past presidents, whether Dr. Oliveras, who's here, Dr. Ender, Dr. Pink, and now Dr. Lepper have always supported us. So it's my pleasure to introduce you to our college president, Dr. Lepper.
Thank you, Melissa, and thank you all for being here today. It's really a pleasure to get to celebrate something like this. And one of the favorite things I get to do with my job is on occasion they let me come over and read to the kids. And there's nothing more fun than getting to sit there and read to children and just have them ask questions and just be kind of in awe of the story. And sometimes what I found, because I don't have children of my own, is that when I may miss a page or say something, they correct me because they know the story so well. And they're like, no, 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 you missed a part. And so it's always fun to be over here. But today, as we gather to celebrate the 5 decades of dedicated service to our community, but it's also reflect on the profound impact this program has had on the countless lives. And we've heard many of those stories today as we've interacted with each other, but also through the video. For 50 years, the ECLL has been a beacon of innovation and excellence in early childhood education. It has nurtured not only the minds of young leaders, but also the passion and skills of future educators. The commitment of our staff, students, and families have created an environment where curiosity thrives and every child is valued. Together, we have built a space that encourages exploration, creativity, and the love for learning, qualities that will serve our children for a lifetime. And this commitment has not gone unnoticed. The ECLL has received recognition as one of the top programs in the nation, thanks to the accreditation by the National Association for the Education of Young Children. That's easy to say. A distinction that less than 10% of all childhood centers, preschools, and kindergartens achieve. Moreover, we are proud to have been the first early childhood program in West Michigan to earn a state 5-star quality rating. These accolades reflect our unwavering dedication to providing the highest quality education and care for our youngest learners. So as we celebrate this milestone, let's take a moment to acknowledge the many individuals who have contributed to the success of the ECLL over the years. So let's again see those hands of folks who have worked here, been involved with the ECLL, and give them another round of applause. Raise your hands. So this work doesn't happen by accident, and so I know you all know that, and so as we celebrate this moment, and for our devoted faculty and staff, to our enthusiastic students, supportive families, and generous donors, it's your hard work and passion that have shaped this program into what it is today. And I can say during my time on many college campuses, I've not seen a facility or a program like this, and this is something that is pretty unique to GRCC and certainly something that we are very proud of and should be proud of. So together we fostered a community that understands the importance of early childhood education and the lasting impact that it has on our society. So again, thank you for this remarkable opportunity to share this milestone with you. Your dedication and enthusiasm make the work possible, and it's your belief in our mission that inspires us every single day. So here's to more years of growth, learning, and collaboration. Let's continue to empower the next generation of learners, educators, ensuring that our community remains a vibrant place for education and for development. So thank you all so much for being here, and it's a pleasure and an honor for me to be associated with our ECLL. Thank you.
So once again, thank you so much, and I want to give a special thank you to our current staff. We have our green t-shirts on, if you're wondering, and some of our retirees too, but our current staff are working tirelessly, continue to do that in the building and to make it run smooth and make it a fun place for children and families every day. They've been very excited to be here. So thank you for all of you that are our current staff. And thank you for everybody for joining us. We have decks of cards to keep the play going when you're at home, and then little vinyl stickers for your water bottles or whatever bottle you have. And those are for everybody to take, so please enjoy. And there are tours available down the hall into the classrooms, and we've put up pictures down the hall too for everybody to see. So make sure you check out our beautiful building and the outdoor space. Thank you for coming.